Friends, there are forests around the world that have still never been fully explored. Deep inside them are mysteries so strange that even scientists don't have clear answers. Today, we're uncovering 10 forest mysteries that continue to shock researchers and explorers alike. So make sure you watch this video till the very end. Number 1. Mystery of Mapinguari. Deep inside the dense and mysterious Amazon rainforest, many indigenous tribes still tell stories about a terrifying creature known as Mapinguari. According to them, this is not an ordinary animal, but a guardian of the jungle, one that punishes humans who disrespect nature. Tribal legends describe Mapinguari as a massive being, nearly 7 feet tall, covered in thick, tangled hair. It is said to release a powerful, rotten smell so strong that no one can stand near it. Some stories claim its mouth is located on its stomach, and a few even describe it as having only one eye. The belief is clear: when humans harm the forest, by cutting trees or killing animals without reason, Mapinguari strikes back. From a scientific perspective, researchers do not completely dismiss these stories. Some believe the legend may be rooted in memories of an extinct animal, the giant ground sloth, known as Megatherium. Thousands of years ago, this enormous creature lived across South America, including the Amazon region. It was large, heavy, and equipped with long claws. As humans spread into the rainforest, the species eventually disappeared. Scientists suggest that over generations, sightings, fossils, or distant memories of such animals may have evolved into the frightening Mapinguari legend. To this day, however, there is no solid physical evidence, no bones, no verified photographs, confirming the creature's existence. Still, in a rainforest as vast and unexplored as the Amazon, the idea that some mysteries remain hidden does not feel impossible. Whether Mapinguari is real or not, the story carries a clear message: the jungle remembers. And if humans do not respect nature, the forest will not forgive them. Number 2. Mysterious mummification. Deep in the mountains and dense forests of Papua New Guinea, the Anga tribe became known for one of the world's most unusual and unsettling burial traditions. Their form of mummification was unlike anything seen in ancient Egypt or elsewhere. It was entirely their own. When someone died, the Anga did not bury the body. Instead, they believed in preserving it. The body was suspended on a wooden frame above a controlled fire. The heat was carefully managed so the body would not burn, only slowly dry out. Small cuts were made near the elbows, knees, and legs to release moisture, and bamboo tubes were used to drain bodily fluids. This process took several days, until the body was fully preserved. One of the most striking aspects of this ritual was the belief surrounding those fluids. Some members of the tribe would rub them on their skin, believing this allowed the strength, spirit, and energy of the deceased to pass into the living. For the Anga, this was not disturbing, it was a sign of respect and connection. After mummification, the bodies were placed on cliffs or raised platforms overlooking the village. The belief was that the ancestors would continue to watch over and protect the community. These mummies were not feared, they were seen as guardians. When European explorers first encountered this practice in the early 20th century, they described it as brutal and inhuman. Modern historians, however, believe many of those reports were exaggerated and written without understanding the culture. The intent was not violence, but honoring the dead. By the 1950s, outside influence, especially Christian missionaries and modern governance, led to the end of the practice. Still, some preserved mummies remain today, carefully protected as cultural heritage. Even now, scientists do not fully understand when or why this tradition began, or why it was limited to certain tribes. The Anga mummies remain a reminder that every culture views death differently, and what seems frightening to one world can be sacred to another. Number 3. The mystery of Mount Lico. Even today, there are places on Earth humans have barely touched. One of them was revealed in 2012, deep in Mozambique, when butterfly expert Dr. Julian Bayliss spotted something extraordinary in satellite images. At the very top of Mount Lico, he noticed a deep crater, sealed off by sheer rock walls. Inside it was a dense, ancient forest, completely isolated from the outside world. Reaching it on foot was nearly impossible. In 2017, Bayliss led a team of 28 scientists on a risky expedition. Using drones to plan the route, the team was finally lowered by helicopter onto the summit and into the hidden forest. What they found was remarkable. Several new plant and insect species, including a previously unknown butterfly later named the Lico butterfly. Even more surprising were fragments of pottery suggesting that humans may have once lived there. That discovery raised difficult questions. How did people ever reach such an isolated place? What kind of life did they live? And why did they disappear? Mount Lico is a reminder that Earth still holds untouched ecosystems and lost chapters of human history. Science may reach these places, but the answers don't always come with it. Number 4. Barro, Colorado Island, the forest where birds quietly disappeared. Located in the middle of the Panama Canal, Barro, Colorado Island is now one of the world's most famous biological research sites. But decades ago, it was something else entirely, a paradise for birds. In the early 20th century, more than 200 bird species lived here. Over time, scientists began noticing something disturbing. Bird populations were declining. Some species stopped appearing altogether. There were no clear signs of hunting or disease. By the year 2000, more than 45 bird species had vanished from the island. The question wasn't where they went, but why. Researchers traced the turning point back to 1914, when the Panama Canal was completed. As Gatun Lake filled, surrounding valleys flooded, and higher ground turned into isolated islands, Barro, Colorado became one of them. That sudden isolation changed everything. Large predators declined, but animals like monkeys, rodents, and other mid-sized mammals increased rapidly. These animals preyed on bird eggs and destroyed nests, quietly wiping out future generations. The forest still looked green and healthy, but its ecological balance was broken. Scientists agree this is the strongest explanation, but not the only one. Climate change, habitat shrinkage, and human impact may also be part of the puzzle. Research on the island continues to this day. Barro, Colorado Island is a reminder that forests don't always die loudly. Sometimes they fade in silence. And when the birds disappear, nature is already losing something far bigger. Number 5. The Piripkura tribe. The last survivors of the Amazon deep, one of the most mysterious and critically endangered is the Piripkura tribe, living in western Brazil. At one time, this was a full community. Today, only a handful are believed to remain, pushed to the edge by illegal logging and violent outside contact. In 1997, 2 Piripkura men were seen outside the forest for the first time. They were seriously ill. During treatment, they revealed that outsiders had attacked their group and killed most of their people. After recovering, both men chose to return to the forest, refusing life in the outside world. The Piripkura live a nomadic existence. They don't build permanent villages, constantly move through the forest, and rely entirely on it to survive. Because of this, no one knows exactly how many are still alive. In 2021, the Brazilian government set aside nearly 600,000 acres of protected land for the tribe. Even so, illegal mining, logging, and encroachment continue to threaten their survival. For scientists and anthropologists, the Piripkura remain a moving mystery. Their story is a reminder that the Amazon is not just a forest, it is home to lives quietly disappearing. If protection fails, the Piripkura may soon exist only in history books. Number 6. Silk henge, the spider structure that left scientists confused. We all know spiders use silk to build webs, but deep inside the rainforests of South America, researchers discovered something far more mysterious. It's called silk henge, named that way because it looks eerily similar to England's Stonehenge, except it's tiny and made entirely of spider silk. The structure has a strange design, a cone-shaped form in the center, surrounded by thin, pole-like silk strands standing upright. The entire structure is suspended just a few centimeters above the ground, almost like a carefully planned monument. Silk henge was first documented in 2013 in the Peruvian Amazon. Since then, it has been observed multiple times, but the mystery has only grown deeper. In 2019, researcher Phil Torres captured clear video footage of one of these structures. The video went viral because it looked unmistakably like spider work. Yet, no spider could be seen anywhere nearby. Scientists believe silk henge is likely built to protect spider eggs. The central cone may hold or shield the eggs, while the surrounding silk pillars could confuse predators or keep them at a distance. Here's the strangest part. No one has ever seen the structure being built, and the exact spider species responsible has still not been identified. Similar silk henge structures have since been spotted in other parts of the Amazon and across South America, suggesting the spider may not be rare and may even live in groups. So the questions remain. What spider builds this? Why is it never seen? And could this be an entirely unknown species? Silk henge is a reminder that the jungle isn't just full of life, it's full of unanswered questions. A small structure made of silk, hiding a very big mystery. So friends, what did you think of this video? Let us know in the comments. If you want to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.